1, 2, 3, funk it.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello, welcome to my channel. So for today's video, it's clearly been the month of tours for freshmen here at SJSU, or incoming freshmen I should say. A lot of people have been wondering if this is a school that they want to go to, and I know that there's typically not a lot of videos on YouTube about SJSU or SJSU related. Me out of breath. I know that when I was first coming here, I really didn't find any videos besides Chris Huey, I don't know how to say her name, I'm so sorry. But I did wish that that a lot more people talked about how it is to actually be a student here. So today, this is what I'm going to be doing. I have my notes app on my phone, and I have a little bit of what I want to say, so I guess I'll kind of go through it. I'll give a little introduction about me, my major, like my personal experience right now. So I'm a sophomore here at SJSU. I'm about to become a junior though in the fall time. My major is business with a concentration of marketing. However, I did switch majors, but I will get into that later because it's been really hard. Actually, I haven't even switched yet, but I'll get to that. I currently live here in the CBB apartments in a single 4-bedroom. In case you wanted to know, I'm going to be talking about dorm life, social life, parking, commuting, majors, transferring, all of that good stuff. So if you're interested in that, keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about actually is dorm life. So like I said, I currently live in CBB in a 4-bedroom single apartment. I have 2 or 3 apartment tours already up on my channel somewhere, so if you want to see what that looks like, because again, there really weren't that many when I first came here, they'll be somewhere around in my channel down below. For my freshman year, I did live in Joe West in a double room. However, it was COVID, so I was by myself. Luckily, I was very, very thankful for that. First off, it is very expensive to live on campus. However, okay, so yeah, it is very expensive to live here, but to me personally, my pros outweighed the cons, and there were a couple of cons. So one being very expensive. A lot of hello? And then a hiccup, okay. A lot of students personally choose to live off campus and find roommates and get a house, an apartment. My con with that was, one, that involved commuting to school and actually walking here. Downtown is not a very safe neighborhood. It's not even a neighborhood, like whatever the fuck this is just not safe here. There's always things happening. There's always police everywhere. The people, like, there's just always something happening. You will not be safe here by yourself, and I feel like that's something that not a lot of people are aware of when they're coming to San Jose State. We are literally in the middle of downtown, which is very inconvenient for many reasons. My number one has always been the safety, and 2, getting around here in a car is such a hassle. It's so annoying. There's always traffic around here. The lights are stupid. There's just a lot of problems with that. And I didn't want to deal with walking by myself, or if I stayed extra late somewhere in class at the library, I didn't want to walk back to my apartment or house or whatever it is that I stayed by myself, because again, it is not safe being here. So that was one. 2 is the fact that utilities are kind of already included in here. I have Wi-Fi. Everything else is pretty much like taken care of, so I really enjoyed that. And one of the bigger ones for me at the time, I'm sorry, I have hiccups, is the fact that I don't have to drive here, and I will get to commuting after. But to me, it was very, very convenient for me to be here because I don't have to wake up as early as everybody else. If you live on campus, I can wake up quite literally 10 minutes before class if I really wanted to and walk there right away. Obviously, I don't do that, but if you really wanted to, you could. If you're commuting here, you have to wake up at least 2 hours beforehand so that you have your first hour to get situated. You need at least 30 minutes in that parking lot to get yourself situated, because the parking is literal ass. It's terrible. The first 2 levels you can't even park on because that's employee parking, and then it's 3 to 5. There's no elevator or escalator, so if you're carrying a whole bunch of shit, it's very hard, very difficult. That parking that I personally park at, it's the South Garage. It's horrible because you're sharing it with everybody. So people who live here, people who are commuting, just anyone in general who wants to park there, they can. And you're not always guaranteed a space. So there's that. So again, like overall, that's kind of why I chose dorm life. Another reason that I'm very happy I chose dorm life is because I made friends with my roommates. I feel like we're genuinely sisters. We're so happy together. We have a really good time. Now I know everybody's experience with roommates is very, very different here. I'm just thankful that I got very blessed with my roommates. We all very much love each other and we have the best times. So that was one big thing for me. I also gained independency living here. I think it's a really big thing for you. I've practically been independent my whole life, so coming here wasn't too new, but it was definitely different, where I had to buy pans for the first time, pots and pans and cleaning supplies and a whole bunch of random shit that you normally wouldn't. So I've enjoyed this experience a lot. So that's, I guess, what I can say about dorm life. I guess I'll touch a little bit more about parking, even though I feel like I kind of did a pretty good job already of summarizing it. I think there's like 2 parking garages. Do not quote me on that, I'm not too sure. One of them is in CBB underground. However, it's kind of like first come first serve. Not everybody gets it. I didn't get it, neither of my roommates got it, so I have to walk all the way to South Garage, which is on 7th Street. So it's a very long, annoying walk for us every time we want to leave and come back. There's that. It is expensive in my opinion. I think a semester it's like 300 and something. I prefer to pay the month to month. I find it's a little bit cheaper, and it's $70 for overnight. If you want to stay just one night, it's $10. I'm not sure what the daily rates are if you're not staying overnight. But again, it's very, the spaces are like this fucking small. Like, it's very annoying. I just got my license, you guys, so I take like a good 5 minutes just to park, and then like I said, like the parkings are really tight, so like you really have to maneuver your way. The first like 3 times I was crashing in every fucking concrete wall that was in sight. So there was that. And in general, every time I do leave, say like a night before, to my boyfriend's house, and then I come back the next day, parking is ass. I take like 25 minutes just to find parking, because a lot of people already know how hectic it gets, so more people come earlier, which means there is no parking. And there's been times where I've had to park on the 4th or 5th floor, and it's very annoying walking 4 or 5 flights of stairs. So there's that for parking. Okay, I will get into social life, which I feel like is a topic I can't really give too much info on. I don't have a social life. It's really that simple. I don't want to speak too much on it, because maybe this is just really my personal experience. The only time I've been social is literally a football game. I personally, maybe other people will tell you otherwise, and maybe I've just not gotten invited to anything. SJSU is boring as fuck. Like I said it, I'm so sorry. I wish it wasn't, but I feel like nothing is going on. And it's not to say that I'm not outside, because I do. Me and my roommates do typically like to go outside or on walks, or we hang out at the tower lawn, we have picnics. We've gone to a football game, we've gone to like one little event here on 7th Street. The farmers markets have sucked so far. There's like barely any food. It just it's really hard. Like personally, I've wanted to go to a frat party so bad, but like I haven't heard of any besides like 1 or 2. I've seen other people that I know go to frat parties here that don't even go here, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? But I am a student. I am working, not full-time, but I am working part-time, and then I am a full-time student as well. So I am a very busy person as is. So I guess I'm not genuinely outside on the fucking, I don't know, on the porch, or not the porch. It's definitely not called the porch, Kimberly. At the quad. So I don't really hear of many events happening. We do have an app called Sammy app, where it's basically like San Jose State's like Twitter vibes. Oh my god, excuse me. And people will post there and talk to each other and whatever, and like I've participated very few times, but it's like low-key always like weird people, and like I don't even want to get into it. I don't want to offend anyone, so there is that. So like social life, again, I'm not really sure. I feel like you really have to get out and talk to everybody. Again, I also think it's based off of your major and who you're around. I'm a business major, and again, I'm very busy, so I'm not really like, the people in my classes aren't social. Like they're kind of just trying to get this class done so they can go to the next class or do their homework, or then like I'm at the library, so it's very hectic academically. So there's nothing really going on socially that I know of. Again, I could be very wrong, but so far we're not really a party school, if that's what you're coming here for. I know, it's very sad, I know. Okay, moving on. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is how impacted this school is. It is very fucking busy here with people. I struggle every single semester so far to get into the classes that I want to without them being impacted, and then there's like only like 5 of them to choose from, and then like a whole bunch of people that they let into that major, and obviously everyone's trying to graduate earlier, take that class, and then the bad professors, obviously nobody wants to take those, so the good professors always get taken up, so it kind of sucks. That's one thing I will say. If you're gonna come to SJSU, make sure you have a fucking calendar, make sure you're writing everything down. If it says that 10:20 is your date to, or your time to sign up for your classes, be there at like 10. Like make sure you're on the website like ready to fucking click and enrolling your classes. Don't wait till the last minute. That's literally my motto here for SJSU. Do not wait for the last minute for anything, because you will not get into your classes. You won't get what you want. You won't get time with your counselors. Counseling just sucks, by the way. Also, like, you don't have your personal counselor here. I think if you're if you're a freshman or sophomore, you don't, because I think my roommates do, and they're upperclassmen, and I am not, and so I don't. Just communicating with the counselor also in general is very difficult. You have to like maneuver the website and just like click everywhere. It's hard to get like a good time slot with them as well, especially for times like these, like in May, because we're all wanting to see if we're on the right track, if we're taking the right classes, so everybody kind of books them. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Transferring, I want to talk about this a little bit too. I personally did not transfer. I've been here since freshman year, but all of my roommates have transferred, and I will want to make a separate video with them about them like talking about their experience with this, but from what I know so far, so they did their 2 to 3 years of community college, and then they transferred here. So you always hear like, oh yeah, just 2 years here, 2 years in college, and then you're done. No, not here, not at San Jose State. San Jose State is a little annoying when it comes to their academic system, because they will not always take the classes that you took at community college. They won't accept it. They will make you retake a class here at SJSU, even though it has the same title in your community college. Like, it has to be very specific. I don't know if they want your money. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I can't tell you too much about it, but you just have to make sure that if you're gonna come here, you call San Jose State, make an appointment with somebody, and make sure that whatever classes you're taking at your community college will be accepted over there. I know 2 of my roommates have taken classes at their community college that should be fulfilled here, or like that should like match up or whatever, and they don't. They just don't accept them, so then they had to retake them here, which is really annoying. It's a waste of time and money. Most importantly, I feel like, well, nobody wants to stay here for that long. So make sure that you're keeping up with the school to make sure that your credits align. And then like you'll have a community college GPA, and then you have an SJSU GPA. I can't even explain what the difference is right or like why it matters, because I genuinely don't know. I haven't been to community college, so I would just kind of like ask a counselor at that point. Moving on. So major changing. I came into SJSU being a psychology major. I decided literally the first week of school that I wanted to change into marketing after I started my eyelash business. I don't know if you guys have been following me for that long, probably not, but I did have an eyelash business. And so it's like, okay, no, like marketing is actually what I want to do. So that same week, the first week of classes, I went to a counselor and I was like, never mind, please let me change into a business major, that way I can just like get started and I don't have to transfer. They denied me. They said, no, now you have to wait 2 years to get into your major, but now you have to take all these prereqs. So now they're making my process a lot harder than it should be. I took psychology classes for no reason, even though I clearly did not want to take that. It took like 4 appointments with counselors to make sure that I was like on the right track to know what to do, because I was like, okay, so then like what do I do? Like, should I take these psych classes or not? So I met up with a counselor. They gave me a whole new roadmap for what I was supposed to take. I'm still not even a business major. I'm taking the classes to be a business major, but now I will know, in order to change your major you have to meet a certain GPA. My roommate was changing her major to computer science, or like math with computer science, majoring and minoring, and her GPA has to be 3.8. Like, who in their right fucking mind even gets that in college anymore? So it's very, very difficult in that sense. So you kind of have to make sure that you really like what you're going to do. And I can't stress that enough. I will always tell somebody this: do not pick your major over money. And it's very hypocritical of me, because I personally low-key picked my major because of my money as well. I love psychology, but I know that business pays more. But let's make it clear, I do love marketing, so it's not just like I'm doing like architects just for the money, because I would not make it, you guys. I would be very, very miserable. Okay, you guys, so that was it so far that I can think of in the moment. If there's anything else that you guys would like me to talk about or touch base on, I totally will. I can make a part 2. I can even add my roommates if you guys want that, so that I can get like multiple perspectives on SJSU, how they feel about it versus me. If you have any quick questions, you can comment it. I'll probably respond anyway. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to hit me up on Instagram. It's at princessa.kim. I'll leave it down in the description. Follow my puppy on Instagram as well. It's Nala_puppy_diaries. I'll put it on the screen. I'm trying to get her to be like dog famous. But yeah, if you guys want to chat with me, go ahead, feel free to. I will not deny new friends. And if you are coming to SJSU, comment down below. Like, I'm actually really interested to see who's here in SJSU or who's coming or whatever. Like, I'm down to make friends, you guys. Clearly I need a social life, so help me out. Okay.